Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Terrence CY, and the purpose of this channel is to show you what my life is like as a project manager at a large financial institution, as well as take you on my journey as a full-time grad student at the University of Delaware. And then this year in 2024, I'm looking to pay off over $55,000 worth of student loan debt. So I'm really excited to be able to share that with you all and you guys to walk through that with me. My first video, which is going to be a documentary review on a series I started watching last year in 2023 called Hard Earned. So the first video of this is a 5-part series. Is going to be about a person named Emilia Stancati, who is a 50-year-old waitress living in Chicago, who was a former drug addict, who is now trying to turn her life around and really trying to make a way for herself. She struggled with addiction in the past. She's originally from Italy, came here as a child, and it's her life journey in this show really kind of takes a turn because at the end of it, and as you guys will all see, she becomes a speaker or a public advocate, and I think that's really helpful for the youth and just other people to be able to see that that she's overcome that kind of path. So without further ado, I'll let you guys watch the first part of this 5-part series, which again is about Emilia Stancati living in.
Working hard to feed this hunger. Whoa. Suffer through the ice cold winter to the heat of the summer. Tell me what I gotta do to earn a meal. Standing on the picket line, still waiting for a deal. Headed downtown looking for a job, if that's what you call it. Down on my hands and knees in the bathroom stall, scraping out a toilet. An honest living is hard earned, but I know there's hope for me. Praying for a change to come one day, saying, God, can you please give me something? Something to believe in.
Carrie, this one's yours. You know what? The kids aren't going to have any anyway, right? I'll give you a ma'am. Give me 2 minutes. I'll give you a ma'am. See how they mess with me? See that? This is strictly a neighborhood place. Most of the people that come in here live in the area. They grew up in the area. Just minestrone, and then the other one is chili.
Hey! How are you? Hey, princess.
On Thursday, they're Emilia customers.
What's up, dude?
To see her and talk with her.
One guy, he has a meatball sandwich, and it has to be dry. And if there's a little too much sauce, he sends it back.
Not overdo
He wants the
it.
fries not cooked real well. And then he's been coming here for how many years? What's good here? I don't know, Tom. Pick something. You know what I mean?
What's going on? Huh?
This is the only place you'll ever go where they don't even know what an application is.
Except I don't have any tables right now.
If you don't know somebody, you don't work here.
Is that mine? Oh, you're so nice.
Your daughter worked here. Sister worked here.
My niece was up at the phone. She
Yeah.
Marissa.
And you're the one that bought your father then.
My dad liked it here because everybody speaks Italian, so it was home for him. This is for Danny's family, okay? You don't even consider this work. Fried pepperoni for Beth. I can be myself. I don't have to dress up. I don't have to watch my mouth. I tell them dirty jokes.
She's helping herself.
You know, most places I would lose my job. All right, be careful. Don't touch it, you guys. It's hot.
Emilia Stancati has worked at this family-owned place near her home for 24 years. Jobs here are so coveted that she can only get 1 shift a week.
That's it. I'm done. I'm finished.
Emilia's full-time job is at a downtown Chicago restaurant chain, a 45-minute commute from her home.
Oh, God, I hate this. Oh. Let's do this, huh?
Want me to fire?
What?
Fire?
Yeah,
What happened when you go out at night?
I don't go out. Such a pain in the... Last week I had one of those days where I woke up and just realized where I was at in life. I'm 50 years old and I'm tired of carrying trays and running and getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning and tired of anything else for right now. Always depending for my money on how other people feel about me. Right here. You're welcome. Enjoy your breakfast. So when you asked what would be my dream, I don't have one. The only thing I can think of, I just want weekends off. I have worked weekends for over 30 years. I don't get holidays off. I don't get Mother's Day off. I work I think that would be the most important to me, is having my holidays and weekends off. Hospital bill, credit card, gas card. There's my motorcycle insurance, my car payment, sprinkler fitters. I still pay dues even though I don't work with a construction company. I worked the construction job for 8 years. So I went from making $50 an hour to making about $300 a week. I worked last Saturday, 8 hours, I made $50. So last week, my total income was 140, less than 300 for the week. Paid my credit card this morning, just the minimum balance, and hope to God that it doesn't go through till Friday. But you know, I live off my credit cards when I don't make enough money. So the last couple of months, it's been minimum balances.
Emilia's credit card debt is now $16,000, which is just above the national household average of $15,000.
There it goes. I can't do any worse than where I'm at. That's for sure. The worst that could happen is that I make the same amount of money. Breakfast and lunch spot, looking for happy, honest people. I don't know about happy, but I'm honest. Ain't that a Oh. This one sounds good, but I'm not sure. Italian restaurant, but see, wine knowledge is a big plus. So I haven't called because I'm freaking out about the wine knowledge. I applied for this one. Morning person to work breakfast and lunch starting at 6 a.m. only Monday through Friday. I would kill to get that job. But they haven't called. Where's my map? Yeah, we miss my map. Two of the hardest working people I've ever met in my life. My mom, she asked me to move here to my dad's house, to their house. So the transition would be easier when she died. You know, to help my dad with things, and because my sisters all have kids and it was harder for them to, you know, pack up and move with kids. And I said, sure. It's hard to be an adult and move back in with your parents. So, are you okay, Dad?
Yeah,
He's very friendly. And this is my little house, the green one right there. I love my little house. I wish I was here. I bought this house in 2002 when I was in construction. Bought my motorcycle when I was in construction. Bought my car when I was in construction. Yeah, I couldn't have done this with, it's 750 square feet. It's a duplex. Somebody else owns the other side. They used to call it the little dollhouse. It was always clean. I had nice things, and then when you lose a job making $80,000 a year, you know, your options are either to keep it and struggle or let it go, and I chose to rent it.
She was just out of her apprenticeship when I met her, and I was fascinated that she was, you know, doing this job because I didn't know too many. I mean, I watched Flashdance back in the 80s, but I didn't know too many women who got into the trades and succeeded and were accepted and could be part of it all.
I was bartending, and one day somebody said, "Why don't you apply in the trades?" I'm like, "The trades?" They're like, "Yeah, you know, carpenter, blah, blah, blah." And I'm thinking, okay. So I went to all the trades. I went to the electricians, the pipe fitters, sprinkler fitters.
I remember when she got into the union, they gave you a booklet to study over for the test, and she must have studied that thing for months.
I passed the test, and I started May 8th of 2000 for the sprinkler fitters. I thought I died and went to heaven. I had never made that kind of money in my life. I'd never had insurance. I couldn't make the doctor's appointments fast enough. I was like, oh my God, I have insurance, oh my God.
I remember her working on these scissors lifts, you know, to be attaching all the screws and the fittings and the hangers to put the sprinkler heads.
Women in the trades generally don't make it very far. And if you do, it's because you have tough skin. You have to be, I mean, because a lot of those guys will razz you. They, you know what I mean? They don't feel women should be doing their job.
It was fun. I had a lot of fun. It was a busy time. We worked consistently. And then in 2008, it dropped. Everything fell. And I got laid off in December of 2008.
When they started hiring back, they just didn't call her back for whatever reason. A younger, stronger man could do probably more than, you know, a 50-year-old woman is probably what a lot of them think.
But it's tough. It's tough to go back. I thought for sure that I'd be able to retire in that field. And I think that's my fear. My fear is of not making enough to be able to upkeep, you know, the things that I have. Because it takes a lot to own a house. I bought the house in 2002 for $95,000, and now I'm underwater on this mortgage. So I'll be here someday. I'll be back.
Emilia Stancati is a first-generation American. Her father and mother immigrated from Italy when Emilia was a child. Tonight, she and her sisters gather for Sunday dinner.
Did it get really dry?
Ciao papà. Come vai? Come on, qualche cosa. Ok, allora metti le sedute. E che ci racconti? She's such an interesting person. She has so many.
What are you laughing at? My dad and I didn't get along when I was young, and we certainly don't get along now. I think it's because we're a lot alike, so we butt heads a lot.
You're not watching soccer? Chi gioca oggi?
European team.
My parents made a decision based on what they thought was the best thing for us. But I did not adjust to this country at all. And I think it affected probably the next 20 years of my life. That's that's the house that we moved in when we moved from Italy, right here. My grandfather, my grandmother, my mom, my dad, myself, and my sister, we all lived in this little house. I did not want to be here. They told us that it was for a better life, you know, but they didn't give us a choice. This is where we're going. And I remember at the airport that day, there was so many people, kids we went to school with, that, you know, came there and, you know, the tears, the crying, because they knew they would probably never see us again.
This is my mom in Italy. Oh my gosh. These are more. These are all in Italy for sure. Every one of these. She's on the phone here, riding a horse. That was a real happy time for her. She's only been back once. And this is her last day of school, walking home with her sister Danielle. Last day of school in Italy before they came here.
I think one of the things that I always, I wonder if my life would have been different there, you know. If we wouldn't have came here, you know, would I have struggled with drugs all those years? You know, would I be 50 and broke and not really have much of a future? But who do you blame? You know, there's nobody to blame. I made choices, and I live with the consequences every day of the choices that I made. I had opportunities to go to college and to do other things, but, you know, my drug addiction and alcoholism got in the way of that.
I think in the beginning of her, when she first moved here, she, you know, had a hard time figuring out how she was going to fit in. She was so different from all the other kids. So she kind of drifted towards troublemakers who didn't care who she was or where she came from, you know, as long as she was willing to party with them. I did see her hit rock bottom. I've seen her so emaciated you wouldn't even recognize her. She would disappear for days. She's stolen my car. She's left me stranded places. The reason I stuck by her is because on the days when she was clean, I could see that there was this person, this other Emilia, this good person.
By the time I got sober, I was almost 30, and I came home to a daughter, and I had to play mom. It's hard to talk about her. She went through a lot. Most kids should never even hear about the things that she's had to live. And her father's been in and out of prison for years and never got child support. I dropped her off at my parents' house when she was 6 months old. And I came back permanently when she was 6 years old. I didn't know what her favorite food was. Here's my third step prayer. I say that every morning. God, I offer myself to thee, to build with me and to do with me as thy will. May I do thy will always. I live on prayer because that's all I have. I don't have anything else. So prayer has to do. But I think prayer is powerful. So I pray every day. I'm not successful every day. Sometimes I read that prayer and I walk out the door and I think, didn't I just pray?
What's up, Doreen?
It's Emilia's 50th birthday. She takes the day off from her job as a waitress to celebrate.
Way too crazy. You're welcome, Thanks. You're so sweet. Oh, what did we just miss?
Interception, pick six, pick six. That's my defense. That's my defense. That's my defense. I didn't have much of a respect for my mom before I got pregnant with Anthony. And when I got pregnant, I realized that it never was personal, that she was never trying to hurt me. She was trying to make good choices with my best interest. Truly, she's one of my best friends. I can call her any day of the week about anything.
Now, my relationship with Nicole is probably as good, if not better, than most of the women that I know that have had their children their whole lives. But I had to work my ass off to earn that respect and to earn that trust.
It's over, and it's been over. She hasn't made bad choices like that in a long time, and she's been forever dealing with those consequences. I mean, she has more than dealt with those consequences of those choices from back then, so it's time for that part of her life to be gone.
Oh. I'm tired of waking up early. That I can tell you. So I'm on the hunt. I decided this week I'm gonna look for a rich guy so I don't have to. I don't mind if I still have to work, I just don't want to work early.
With her current income averaging just $300 a week, Emilia Stancati has applied for jobs all over the city. Yesterday, she interviewed at a new sports bar.
The interview went really well, and then the guy says, and the uniform is shorts and a t-shirt. I said, I'm not doing it. And he said, you could wear shorts. You got a figure for shorts. I said, I'm not wearing shorts. I'm 50 years old. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna pretend like I'm trying to compete with 20 and 30-year-olds. So I left.
What?
I said, I don't wear shorts.
Like, put theirs.
It's not my size. After the whole interview, he says, well, maybe we should have told you. Hey, Ted, thanks for getting coffee.
No problem.
It's about time you did something.
I know.
Anything else? Okay, enjoy your meal.
Emilia has been a waitress for most of her life. She worked for a few years in construction, but the 2008 recession put an end to that.
Motorcycle insurance, my car payment, sprinkler fitters. I still pay dues even though I don't work with a construction company. But, you know, I live off my credit cards when I don't make enough money. So the last couple of months, it's been minimum balances.
The longer Emilia goes without finding a better job, the further she slips into credit card debt, and the more she risks losing her house.
I'm underwater on this mortgage. That's my fear, not making enough to be able to keep, you know, the things that I have.
She works full-time at the breakfast place, including all weekends and holidays, like today, Thanksgiving.
I went into work at 6:15. Manager didn't show up till 6:45. There was no business. We had 4 cooks, 10 servers, 3 busboys. You know, if you cut some of your staff, you would be already saving money if you trusted your staff enough to cut the floor. I'm gonna leave this here for you. Have a great day and have a happy Thanksgiving. Thank you. And then he started cutting the floor right around 11:30, 11:45. And they sent me home early. And I went home with, what was it, 38 that I wrote in there? I think it was 38 or 35 for what? The owner said to me last week, the guy that owns 8 restaurants, that he hopes that this new law doesn't go into effect. And I said, what new law? He says, the minimum wage. And he says, it would destroy businesses. And I said, really? All right, I'm going to... My take on that is completely different, because if you give your average worker a little more money, they're probably going to be able to pay bills, maybe an extra bill or two, or maybe they'll spend a little bit more. You know, that's what keeps the economy going. I'm under the impression that it would help businesses if everybody made a little bit more, or maybe they'll go out to eat at a restaurant. We're going to stock a restaurant. On my days off,
I go to restaurants that I might be interested in, and I have a cup of coffee, and I get friendly with the waitress and ask questions.
Coming up empty on her job search, Emilia continues to pound the pavement.
I have never been in here. You know, places I've worked, I've never, Savannah shrimp omelets. You know, there's a lot, black bean cakes, fresh carrot, beet, celery, apple ginger juice. Red eggs, what's a red egg? I don't know.
Yes.
How long have you worked here?
I've been here for about a month.
What do you think makes this place so busy on the weekends and during the mornings?
This is more of a southern menu, so we have a lot of people from the south who are raised on like corn muffins,
Cornbread, yeah.
grits.
But the people are pretty nice to work for?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just being nosy.
I know. It's okay.
I'm being nosy.
Where are you from?
Southside, Chicago.
Okay.
Now, this is what you wear even on the weekends?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Could you hold on for a second? I got to later.
Please, to do your job. But this would be like right up my alley. You know, where it's laid back, but you're still making money. I mean, you're still... Usually you can tell if it's a decent place to work by how the servers are acting. A lot of times the servers are talking to the guests, but not a lot of conversation amongst the employees. That always signals that it's a stressful place to work. If the staff was friendly and they talk to each other, you can tell there's not a lot of tension. I bet by 6:30, 7 o'clock, this place gets pretty hopping. I'm actually just gonna snoop at your menu. Is that all right? You don't mind, do you?
I can't get you a snack or anything?
No. What do you got for snacks? You have anything chocolate?
Well, honey, I'm too much chocolate for you.
I love it.
You can't handle this chocolate.
No, I can't. You're right. I just ate a big lunch, so I definitely can't handle that chocolate. The regular minimum wage for all the other industries is $8 and I think 65 cents or whatever it is. But in the restaurant industry, it's $4.85. That is my minimum wage. It's not much. I mean, I don't know how anybody can live on $20,000 a year, but that's your, you know, anywhere between 20 and 30,000 is what a restaurant worker is making. But I'm always trying to make more money. I'm not afraid to try anything. My girlfriend owns an insurance company, and she's gonna teach me to make phone calls and see how I do in sales, because she thinks I have the perfect personality. I'm not sure about that. Hi, how are you?
Emilia comes here a few evenings a week, hoping it will pay off in commissions someday.
I have absolutely no experience in insurance, quotes. I mean, she has to teach me how to open up the computer. Oh, she's got the comfortable seat.
Hi, what's going on?
Is this the same as...
It's the same setup as the other
But
office.
she's willing to give me a
She just
chance,
gets her icon set,
and that's
set
more
around
than
in
most
a
people have
different-
done for me.
And then you can put in your login.
See how fast I forget?
No, it's all right. You're just learning.
I'm going from bartending and construction and restaurants to an office job. I'm sitting in some desk, and I'm looking around, and I'm thinking, wow, it can get pretty boring. But if it's gonna pay my bills, and it'll be easier on my body, I'd be willing to do it. You know what always impressed me? Those chicks that can go like this on these, I'm like, wow. But they can't ride motorcycles, so. I'd like to think that I'm ready for something new, but I don't know. I don't know if it's my thing. Insurance. But I need a new job. Hi, how are you?
Knowing it could lead to higher pay, Emilia attends a course in fine dining despite her misgivings.
I've worked at places where people look down on you when they order. You know, the expectation is very servant-like I should be your servant. I'm not.
You want to make sure that you grab it so that your finger is not in the surface of the plate. It's deadly fingerprints on the plate. If there's a bone on it, make sure the bone is facing away from the guest, and make sure that the protein is in front at 6 o'clock. It's all about perception. Anything that you do out there, whether it's touching your face or leaning or anything negative connotations other than this or this, you know, or, you know, having your hands none of this, you know, once you step out there, you're stepping out on stage.
That's my biggest obstacle. I go to the table already in a panic.
It's just a bottle of wine.
I know.
You know, and the more relaxed you are, the more relaxed they are.
You know, I looked at Chicago Cut menu last week. They have a $5,000 bottle of wine. Okay, I don't want to be the one that breaks the cork. 34 years.
34 years.
34 years I've been a server, and I've always stayed where I'm comfortable. You know, even at the Union League Club, I felt totally out of place. Even though I was there for 2.5 years and they liked me, I always felt like I didn't quite fit.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's another thing, too, is kind of reevaluate what you really want, some core beliefs about your business model.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Okay, talk about it, too. I mean, not the whole story, but you say, okay, this is the Grayson Cellars Cabernet Sauvignon 2011. Yeah, exactly. A little too far in.
Is it?
Yeah, because now your corkscrew would have gone through the cork.
There's areas in my life where I don't have a lot of confidence. I do have low self-esteem. Always thinking that people are better. But when it comes to my job, I know I'm good at it. This is really retarded, though. I mean, you're talking about restaurants. We're not talking about a psychology field. We're not talking about healthcare. I should be able to just tell you where I've worked, let the references speak for themselves,
But there's so
and be
many
done.
people, but it's a different field than it used to be.
In the past 2 months, Emilia has applied for more than 4 dozen jobs, and her financial picture looks more desperate than ever.
Maybe I should become a nun. You think they need resumes to become a nun?
They might.
Do nuns smoke? What did you put on your face? Makeup? This is why you need to go to college, so you don't end up in this spot.
So this is where you get a really quick opportunity to kind of sell yourself.
See, I don't get it. I mean, I have to, if I tell you up here why I qualify, why do I have to write that down there? This is what it's come to. Oh, she says, we don't take applications at the store. You have to apply online. Oh, okay. Apply online. I just drove 10 miles.
Christmas is coming, and after 5 months of looking for better work, Emilia Stancati is doubtful that she can afford presents.
This is what I've made since December 1st, working at Experience. These are like 6- and 7-hour shifts. Sunday, I went to work for $38. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday off. Thursday, $36. Friday, $57. Sunday, $20. I left sick. And then they punished me and told me to take off Thursday because I had a bad attitude and I disrespected the manager. Well, yeah, I did. And you know what? For this kind of money, I really don't give a shit. And here's my Monday, $11. And I should put 67 cents because he made sure to let me know that I did have 67 cents coming. So I went to work, got up at 4 o'clock in the morning, went to work at 5:30, got home at 11:30, 12 o'clock with $11.67 in my pocket. You go in there in a good attitude. Yeah, please, honey, thank you. How are you? Good. I can't apply any more place. I can't do any more footwork than I'm doing. I would love to go back to my construction job. What I would give.
Emilia was a sprinkler fitter for years until she was laid off during the recession.
Can you imagine? I wouldn't even know what to do. Go to work for $49 an hour? It's more than I made in 2 days. And my friends are making it in an hour. I don't even talk to them. One guy called me last week. I didn't even answer him. I couldn't even bear to tell him what I was doing in life. And they put me on new medication because I thought, you know, God, my depression is like really, really bad and blah, blah, blah. And they put me on this new stuff, and I had a horrible reaction to it. And when I called the doctor to tell him, he said, you know, Emilia, why don't we just take you off for a while and see how it goes? And I thought, off medication? I mean, from the time I was 13, I was either on dope, up, or I've been on antidepressants. So I've never really had a clear head. You know what I mean? I mean, it does affect your emotions. You know, you become disconnected. Now, all of a sudden, the last 3 weeks, I'm a babbling mess, crying all the time. But I can't stand all this feeling stuff. I mean, who wants to feel all this shit? Are you kidding? No wonder I was medicated all these years. I can't handle this shit. Feeling sad and you know, and all my girlfriends are all laughing. They're like, feelings? Oh my God, the got feelings after all these years? Who the hell knew? You know what I'd really like for a resolution is to have a little peace and be a little bit more content with whatever life sends me. You know, make the lemonade out of lemons instead of stomping on the lemons and throwing them at people. You know, I don't have a husband that left me a pension or, you know, my future, which is like getting like really closer and closer and closer of old age, scares me because I don't want to struggle, you know, and I don't want to work when I'm 70, 75, and it doesn't look like I'll be able not to. So, it sucks. So yeah, trying to be happy with that is really hard. Laura, maybe it's time to go outside and have a cigarette.
I just did.
Have another one. This party was not gonna go this year. I decided I wasn't gonna have this party because I couldn't afford to have this party. Just the whole Christmas thing sucks this year.
Do we have a filter?
I don't think you need one in there.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't.
You still need a filter.
Well, we don't have a filter, so just...
How about a pitcher?
It's really... At least my Christmas parties usually aren't like this, are they? Like a little off? Oh, you're not here this early, so you don't know. You come in when I put my face on. What's up? Good to see you. You know what? I've never been in the struggle that I'm in this year, ever. It's gotta get better.
Every year, Emilia throws a Christmas party for a group of friends. Each woman contributes to the gift grab.
Aloe socks. And iced gingerbread, antibacterial soap.
A decorative lantern.
It's an earring.
You can hang it off your little... Sheila, this will be good for you.
With God, all things are possible. Very nice. Very nice. Thank you.
What is it? What is it? What?
It's a spoon holder. It's empty.
Oh my God. Lots of makeup. Thank you. Oh, she stole the lantern.
Guys, you can only steal it twice. Who stole my makeup bag?
You have to go steal someone else's now.
Or you can pick another gift. I'll pick another gift. Maybe I'll get some more makeup.
God, I hope this isn't it tonight. I'm gonna if this is it tonight.
Merry Christmas.
The only thing you can hope for is that everybody's in a generous mood, you know? This year has just been really weird. Days that never thought would be slow here have been slow. Last Thursday was probably the slowest day I've seen here in 5 years. But you know what, people don't have money. I mean, this is a luxury. A couple of days before Christmas, you know, your choices are pretty simple. Going out to eat or Christmas gifts.
On top of her full-time job at a chain restaurant in downtown Chicago, Emilia has worked one shift a week for 24 years at Rosangela's, a family-owned place near her home.
Rosie's there's no way to get in there full-time. People would trip over each other to try and get days there. I mean, this one's little sister, that one's little brother. I mean, everybody, there's no room.
Emilia has lots of regulars, but tonight brings in a new couple.
Hi, how are you?
Good, good, good.
Would you like something to drink?
Diet Coke with a lime.
Pepsi, is that okay?
No, I want a Coke. I want a Coke with a lime.
I'll have to run the Jewel for you.
I like her already.
Might be a while, though. He might be dehydrated by the time I get back. Are you okay, Kia? You seem kind of down.
No, I'm a little tired.
Are you?
Yeah. It's waking up, you know. I'm all right.
Okay. Have a seat. You want Heineken?
You need a mistletoe hanging over this thing.
Get out of here. Do you know how much editing they have to do on this thing? Every other word. Oh my God. I said, when they asked me to do this, I said, let me tell you a couple of things about myself. I said, I swear a lot. I smoke a lot. I talk like a truck driver. I ride a motorcycle. I eat enough chocolate to put myself into a coma. I said, so if you're still interested, be my guest.
Yeah. I don't want to come back because you discriminate.
Against who?
You kissed a little girl, you kissed a guy, you didn't kiss me, you didn't hug me.
Oh my God.
There.
There you go. See?
I won't tell your husband that you're making out with the customers out here.
Oh, you know. It was on the cheek. There wasn't even no tongue involved on it.
Oh my God. See that? Do you see what we put up with in here? See this? I'll be wiped out tomorrow. I won't be able to wake up. I'll be oversleeping. They're gonna say.
Anywhere tomorrow?
To work.
What time?
I get up at 4.
In the morning?
Yeah, Jack.
4 in the morning?
Yeah.
What time you start?
5:30.
That was from Angela's party.
Oh.
Just leftover.
Emilia spends Christmas with her daughter, son-in-law, and only grandchild, Anthony.
Oh no, we push it to see who goes first. You got one. Get it out of there. No. Oh, don't touch it.
Anything Anthony wants, whatever he wants to do, she'll play. Probably Trouble, that's her favorite board game to play with him. He kicks her butt every time.
Oh.
Look who's losing now.
Creep. With my daughter, I was gone for the first 6 years of her life, dealing with my drug addiction. So with Anthony, I try to be present. When I have Anthony, it's just me and Anthony. Oh. Mimis are people who play a special part in all the treasured memories we hold within our hearts. Thanks for being the best Mimi ever. Love you, little man. Thank you so much. Oh my God, I love it. Oh, you're such a good kid. Love you. I guess I'll have to give you yours.
What is that? Are you kidding me? Here, you got an iPad?
I don't even know how to use these things. Hold on. Oh.
Keep it thick.
It came with a charger.
Financially, no, she probably should not have bought the iPad. She definitely did not have the money. But she would rather spend that money on Anthony, though. There was no way you would have stopped her from buying it. When it comes to him, that's what she does. Macy's gift card, thank you. Do enough shopping there. Buy all my makeup from there.
And then that's just makeup that I don't use.
Yeah? Oh, perfect. I actually needed to go and buy this. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Sweet, thanks.
So at least you don't have to buy eye makeup.
Yeah.
You are way too cute. So you had a good day today, huh? You have a lot of gifts.
We got him these middle school, the worst years of my life, and then the other one is how I survived bullies, broccoli, and Snake Hill. He starts middle school next year, so.
So we're gonna like tell them how to survive bullies? We know how to survive bullies. Call Mimi.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What Emilia really wants for Christmas is a break from winter weather so she can ride her motorcycle stored in Nicole's garage.
I haven't dusted it in a while because it's cold. I dust it during summer almost every other day.
She bought the bike when she had a construction job and was making 5 times what she makes waitressing.
God, I love my motorcycle. I wish I could take this like right now.
It is her second child.
I'd be out on this thing now. Oh my God.
That was her first bike, the Sportster. Cigarette in the mouth, her Harley glasses, black shirt, jeans. That's my mom. Her papa and her sitting on the bike. That's a big deal. I love that.
Emilia got her own bike because she didn't like being a passenger. So it's independence, it's the freedom to get up and go.
I have a windshield. I put it on once. We rode to Milwaukee with the windshield on. I couldn't stand that windshield. But I get the beat out of me with bugs and rocks. Then you stop and people don't tell you. You go to the bathroom and you're like, why was everybody laughing? And you realize they were laughing because you have dead bugs all over your face. You got a couple on your teeth. Yeah.
Emilia has talked about the possibility of selling the motorcycle to pay some bills and to do some things, but I don't know that she's at that point.
God, wouldn't it be nice to go for a ride? Every day I go to bed and I pray, please God help me find something else. And it's almost like God's laughing, going, hey, you gotta go back, Emilia. Like, here's a lesson. Yeah, that's a lesson, all right. And I'm not liking it.
Aside from an 8-year stretch in the construction trades, Emilia Stancati has worked in restaurants for most of her life.
I never thought that I would be back to waitressing. French toast?
With a side of bacon?
Mm-hmm. How would you like the eggs?
Scrambled, please.
And there I go again, how would you like your eggs? Oh my God, they put cheese in there. Little Johnny wants to order. Little Johnny takes 20 minutes to order a Mickey Mouse pancake. And you want to say to the parents, can you order for little Johnny? Because little Johnny can't talk. Would you like pancakes or toast?
Pancakes. I'm sure apple juice.
Yeah, she ordered the apple juice. Great, thank you.
Thanks.
Part of it, I think it's humiliating for me because I thought I'd be somewhere else in my life, and I'm not. But who do you blame? There's nobody to blame. I made choices, and I live with the consequences every day of the choices that I made. I had opportunities to go to college and to do other things, but my drug addiction and alcoholism got in the way of that.
Emilia was 10 when her family immigrated from Italy. She traces her later substance abuse to that painful time.
This is the school. I don't recall ever playing with anybody here. There was a lot of Irish. We were dark hair, dark eyes, and didn't speak a word of English, so we stuck out really quick. The first day of school, my family was going to be waiting out here, but my sister and I, because all the doors looked the same, went out on the east side, and we just walked. Couldn't ask anybody for directions because we spoke no English. And then my family found us with the police. My parents were crying. I mean, it was just a bad situation all the way along because I think they felt bad for us, but they didn't know what to do. We were here, and now what do you do with 2 kids? That was a really painful time. I wonder if my life would have been.
Give you a little background on what we're doing
Sure.
and what we go from there. Since we're kind of giving them tools in their toolbox to life, we're teaching them about all kinds of different things. And drugs and alcohol prevention is at the basis of this. So out in the middle of nowhere.
Emilia is contacted unexpectedly by a youth organization that heard about her recovery from substance abuse.
We were interested in your story and just wanted to see if you were interested.
I am. I just, I'm not formally, I don't speak formal, like I haven't gone to school to speak publicly.
I think that's what makes it so genuine.
You think so?
The people who get the best response are people who speak about your experience.
I would certainly do my best. I mean, what I do, I'm in recovery, and I've been in recovery for 23 years, and, it's really important to teach kids.
What I'm looking for is a 45-minute talk. I have 180 kids there. For payment, I don't know if everyone told you how much I can pay you.
No?
$500?
Get out of here.
That's the going rate. So,
You're kidding me.
I have it in my budget. I'll write you a check. I'll have it that day. No, I swear to God, there was a guy in New York who wanted to come in and charge. He wanted me to, for an hour of work, $4,000 plus pay for all of his travel expenses. So,
wow.
My point is, it's a big business. And then once, you do well with us, we'll go and tell the people what a great job you do because we're always looking for new stuff. Everybody is. So,
wow. It's an honor. I would love to talk to kids because I think they need it.
They do. Thanks again. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Take care.
Bye-bye. Are you kidding me? They pay $500. I do this for free. Oh my God. Wow. Just tomato and garlic. Can you do me a favor? Wrap up their pizza here. Barb, give me 1 second, okay?
It's Thursday at Rosangela's, the part-time job that's been a constant in Emilia Stancati's life for several decades.
I saw him. Give me 1 second. Tony, you want root beer?
Her 1 shift a week attracts friends and plenty of family, including her daughter Nicole, sister Simona, and grandson Anthony.
Anthony's looking for the chocolate.
Oh, yeah, never mind, huh?
Nicole, who used to work at Rosangela's, celebrates her 29th birthday.
I liked working here. I'd love to come back. I did the phone. I was a phone girl is what we're called. We always worked together fine, and I usually, like, if I was gonna be in trouble for something, or if I did something, like I got my tongue pierced, and I decided to wait till I came here to tell her because she couldn't beat me in public.
Hold on, just take the plate. I'm gonna take this and put it here.
Nothing but class, Mom, nothing but class.
Classy place, you know what I mean? We're just classy people. With my daughter, I was not a good mom. Today, she's my best friend.
Emilia has been in recovery from substance abuse for 23 years. When her daughter was born, Emilia's drug use caused her to miss the first 6 years of Nicole's life.
It's over, and it's been over. She hasn't made bad choices like that in a long time. And I think she's grateful that I've forgiven her. I think even more importantly, she's forgiven herself.
All right, now we can go.
Because she still beat herself up for it.
Emilia has been invited to a weekend retreat to speak to high schoolers about her experience of substance abuse.
I'm not ashamed of my past. I'm nervous talking about it with strangers because
I
I
think with youngsters it's even harder.
You don't want that judgment.
If one kid listens and gets something out of it, you succeeded.
Right.
She's lucky that she made it out of that time period alive. And I think her using those experiences to help other people could do some great good.
Operation Snowball is a peer-to-peer support network that helps kids navigate the pitfalls of teenage years.
You're gonna be up there.
I guess. So what do we do till 2 o'clock?
You're gonna kill today.
I'm gonna kill it.
I'm gonna give a little introduction. Okay. I'm gonna set an expectation early that this is a real life experience. You can't get more raw than this. So, okay, let me know if you need anything. As you come in, here's the game plan. You need to pay attention. Again, as you come in, please find a seat where
You'll be fine.
Today, who has never done this in her life. Ever. She's going to tell you the story of survival. So I want to introduce Emilia to come on up here and give us her, introduce her.
I am really, really nervous. And I think because it's, I need to talk to you about my own struggles with drugs and alcoholism, and it all started at your age. I moved here from Italy. I was 10 years old. I remember walking through the hallways and people would just walk by and hit my books, you know, and they would fall and I would just cry because I couldn't protect myself. I didn't speak any English. And sometimes it still gets emotional, but that set the tone for probably the next 15 years of my life. When I went to middle school, I remember this kid, he was cool, and he asked me if I wanted to smoke a cigarette. And I thought, hell yeah, I'll smoke a cigarette. We went behind the tree and smoked a cigarette, and then he said, do you want to hit off of this? And it was a joint. And I gotta tell you, I took a hit off that joint and I thought I was a different human being. I went from smoking pot with that kid to doing acid. Anything that made me forget about who I was, where I was at, and what I looked like was what I wanted. I wanted what you had. I wanted your mom and dad. I wanted your blonde hair. I wanted your blue eyes. I wanted your I wanted your legs. If I could have all of that, I'd be happy. And I wanted to be somewhere else. I think I was always trying to commit suicide, but I didn't have the guts to actually do it. I gotta tell you where drugs took me. Crack cocaine absolutely took every single thing that I had. I had no morals left by the time I was done. I was about 75 pounds, almost 80 pounds when I got sober. I met the man of my dreams. You know, we all have one of those. And 2 years later, I am pregnant with my daughter. And everybody asked me to abort because I was a drug addict. And I said, no, I was gonna have this baby, you know, because I'm just fine. This is great, I'm gonna have this baby. I had this baby. This gets a little tough for me. I remember when my daughter was 6 months old and we had no food for her. She hadn't eaten in 2 days. And she had cried for about 48 hours. And I finally took the bus, took 2 buses to my mother's house. It was the week before Easter. And my mother answered the front door and I said, I can't take care of her anymore. And I left her there and there she lived. My daughter was 6 years old when I got sober. She hated me. She despised me. And, you know, today I can tell you that I have a great relationship with her, but I had to work my ass off to gain that respect from her. I know I'm jumping back and forth, but I just want to say that I went and sat and watched one of your groups, and I got to tell you how envious I was to watch you guys interact. I never had that kind of a group where you guys support each other and you tell each other how everything's going to be okay. Because I think ultimately that's what we're all looking for, isn't it? For somebody to say you're okay. You're going to be okay. You're going to make it no matter what happens. Maybe I can't do this alone, but we together we can do it. And I think that that's what this group does. It says we as a group can do this. And I'm honored to be here. Thank you so much.
You're amazing. Oh my
You
God.
guys are amazing.
No, I
You guys are amazing.
Can I just hug you?
Sure.
Oh my God.
But didn't you feel good when you stopped?
Yeah.
You had to have felt like $1 million.
Yeah.
Look at you. You're healthy. You're young. You're in good shape. I mean, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I could have gone down the same road you did, and it was so. It was so inspirational, like to hear, like, see how strong you are today.
A week later, at the high school that organized the event, Emilia picks up letters of appreciation from the kids.
Emilia, I cannot thank you enough for speaking at Snowball this year. I have a family member who struggles with addiction, and your story really stuck with me. I'm from a huge Italian family, so right from the start, I could relate to you. Additionally, my family has a lot of history with drug addiction, so just really...
Emilia hopes more opportunities arise to speak to youth groups.
And I think the very thing that brought her down, now she can teach people how to come back up. I love it. I mean, now it could potentially be a way of life for her.
You have helped all of us. Thank you once again, Samantha. Snowball 2014. It's pretty amazing. I'd love to be a part of it, but I have to get through my riding season first. And I'm gonna be on that motorcycle a lot, a lot.
At the shop of her good friends, Mick and Lori, Emilia gets her bike put back in order. She hasn't been able to ride for 8 months.
Is it fixed now?
Yep.
What was it?
One little wire was touching underneath there. It's from you, overweight.
I am. I'm gonna kill this motherfucker. I swear to God. Do you mind if I beat up your dad? Hey, Laura, what do I owe you?
$4.58.
Don't cash it today. Because there won't be any money in there. I'm at a negative 106, so don't cash it today. You'll be screwed. I'll be screwed.